What is going on, everybody? My name is Sight and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys how to be a furry. Well, I guess not really how to be a furry, it's just kind of like how to get the most out of the fandom, because you guys will see that there's not really just one way to really enjoy the fandom. There's a lot of different things that you could be doing, so I'm just going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks. However, I want to make a little bit of an apology before I start this video. I do apologize for not making a lot more content earlier on. I had a lot going on and I was kind of limited by my own hardware and software that I had before. However, now that I have a nicer newer laptop and some actual decent editing software, as well as a microphone that actually works, I will be putting a lot more time and effort into this channel. I have a lot of YouTube videos planned out, and hopefully you guys stay around and come along for the ride with me, alright? So, before I start, I'm going to be making a quick disclaimer for the actual video itself as well. There's not just one way to be a part of this community. This is one of those most open-minded communities, and there's so much that you can do, and it's just super easy to look at everything and just get overwhelmed. Like, a lot of people will just see a fursuit and they don't like that. However, they see a lot of the art and they really enjoy that, and that's fine. Some people only really like fursuits. Some people will try everything because they just can't, and there's nothing wrong with that. So at the end of the day, if you don't like or don't want to do one of the tips or the ideas that are in this video, simply don't. There's nothing wrong with that, and nobody will yell at you, nobody will hate you because you don't do something in this video. Unless you do something illegal, then people will probably hate you for it. So at the end of the day, just, do what you can to get the most out of it. Just enjoy yourself, okay? For the first tip, we're going to be talking about making a original character or a persona, also known as an OC. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get yourself a main character. I got mine originally. I had designed him, and then I got him commissioned through a couple other artists over time. He's actually evolved over the past 5 or 6 years that I've been in the community. He went from like a gray wolf type character to right now he's an Arctic fox with a lot of blue and purple. But there's a lot of different ways that you can just get a character. Furry Amino is a great place. And I'm not sure if it's still current, so don't quote me on this, but last I knew that he had like an Amino coin system, which was an in-app currency, and a lot of people use that to buy and sell characters with for fairly cheap, like stupidly cheap, like within 100 coins or less for a lot of really high quality characters. You can just get one of those for fairly cheap and then get them modified with real money or even more Amino coins. Like if you have a lot saved up, just find a quality artist on Amino and just, upgrade that character over time. There's nothing wrong with that. You could also go on Facebook for Affinity, DeviantArt, Instagram. So many people sell adopts. Like adopts are insanely they're everywhere. I've got one friend that buys some like every other day. She has like a new character that she bought, and I swear she's up to over almost like 200 at this point. It's crazy, and they're so easy. Like you guys can easily find a couple characters and just have so much fun with them. You can get different art, you can get them commissioned into a fursuit. Like there's so much more that you can do just with the persona than you wouldn't be able to do just looking at the art, you know what I mean? You can get custom art. Mind blown. For the next tip, we're going to be discussing making friends. Now, it's really hard to get like quality time out of a community if you have nobody to talk to about it. At the end of the day, like if you have no friends that are interested in the fandom or you don't talk to anybody, like what's the point in really doing it? This is a community built around like just making and talking to different friends, and if you don't have any friends you're talking to, then what's the point, right? There's so many other things that you could just do with friends as well. Like you can role play, you could just talk about art. If you have artist friends, you can commission from them a lot of times. Now do not quote me on this, don't act like this is like a full legit thing. Some artists will just open up commissions just for friends. Like they might have like publicly be closed, but they may still offer art for close friends of theirs. That's not an uncommon thing for any artist. Just, hey, commissions only for only friends. It's actually fairly common. At the end of the day, don't harass your friends for artwork either, and do not ask them for free art. Like, let them do that at their own pace. Don't be a jerk. Don't be creepy. Don't be rude either. Like, that's definitely an underestimated thing. Just don't be rude. Unless you and your friends are like built around like just being rude and dumb to each other. Because I do have those types of friendships where our whole friendship's like, dude, you're stupid. You're dumb. And just dumb, those types of jokes. But make sure that that's actually something they're okay with. Don't just start with something toxic or rude, because you're definitely not going to make any good friends like that. As I've already said a couple of times, without friends, this community really isn't that enjoyable. Like, even if you're just following content creators and stuff like that, you don't get that much out of it. Just sitting at home, not talking to anybody. It's sad. Alrighty, for the third tip, it's going to be fairly simple and something you guys are probably already doing without really realizing it. Following furry content creators. Now, I'm not actually going to use this segment to plug my YouTube channel or anything. However, there's actually a lot of different furry YouTubers out there that you can follow that you can get some quality content out of. For instance, Majira, Picari, Vixen Doc, or I can't remember names, but Vix. Rika, yeah, that's her name. I am stupid. But there's a lot of people that you can follow online that you can get a lot of really quality content out of, and you can really enjoy it. It helps you keep up to date with what's going on in the community, different trends and stuff like that, as well as just give you something to laugh at. A lot of people just make really funny content that just, like, most furry YouTubers either have like tutorial content or just funny, you know? There's very few people that are in between, and a lot of people do both. So at the end of the day, follow people like that. You can really learn a lot about the community just by following people. And I definitely recommend doing that. Like, if you ever just bored at 3 a.m., just watch furry YouTubers. Like, you'd be surprised in how entertaining they can really be, and just how much you'll learn over time. In the 5 years I've been in a community, I've watched so many different furry content creators. I know I'm only subscribed to like 24 people, I think, on my furry channel. I've watched so many more, and I absolutely enjoy doing it sometimes. It's so much fun, honestly. For the fourth and final tip of this video, I'm going to be talking about doing what makes you happy. Now, finding a little niche or a corner of the fandom that you just enjoy more than anything else is definitely the best way to go about it. There's a lot of just sub-communities within the fandom, but you have like different fursuit types, you have different artist styles, you have music, like people that make music within the fandom, you have different content creators, you have gamers, Twitch streamers. There's so many niches that you can just find and then just entirely dedicate like your time that you're spending within the community to those, and you'd be so much more fulfilled than if you just tried to do everything. There's nothing wrong with trying everything. I know a lot of people who do, but at the end of the day, it's really difficult and gets really overwhelming. So just find like a niche and then just kind of branch out from there over time. And you'd be surprised just how much more enjoyable the fandom becomes just because of that. It's actually great. Alrighty, so that is my list for the best ways to enjoy the furry community. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe on this video. I have a lot more content planned for this channel, as I've already said, and if you guys want more, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I double said that, but I don't even, no regret. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Yeah, y'all have a good one.